In today's video, we're going to look at some inexpensive pedals that I got from TEMU, 6 in total, phasers, and blues drivers. Stick around. In this video, we're going to have 3 blues driver style pedals and 3 phasers. Now, these two are obviously a matched pair. These are branded Movau Interplanetary blues drive and the Molecule phaser. This one's a very special one. I'll come back to that. Over here we have Movau, and it's the VanGolem Phaser, speed, width, and feedback. And this is the cheapest one I could possibly find, and it's just labored. This is the cheapest one I could find, and it's just labeled vintage phaser, single knob, the simple kind. This one is called the Bluesy. This is a heavy pedal, and it's got a switch for fat and normal, volume, tone, and gain. Just like the Interplanetary has volume, tone, and gain. Now this one, again, this was an inexpensive pedal from TEMU. I want to take a look at just the box. So I was very impressed with this. This is Tom's Line Engineering. Tom's Line Engineering. Got a water slide decal. Little something something, big old silica packet, and Velcro for both sides. So that's pretty cool. Attention to detail. And look at the pedal. I've not seen one like this. It's mini sized, but it's got screws top and bottom. It's also blues driver with level, tone, and gain. It's the Blues ABS3 by Tom's Line. I like that. Like it a lot. Okay, so what I want to do, I think, is just start with the cheapest ones first. I think this was the cheapest one, which is blowing my mind because it's so good. I think it's of better quality than this one, so I'm gonna call this the cheapest one. So that's how it sounds clean. I'm gonna start actually with the phaser, this real cheap single knob phaser, and just see what we get. Nothing special about that phaser at all. Really underwhelmed. The speed knob does give you speed. There's no control about how much depth you have or how much you put into the mix. So it's a very simple phaser. One of the reasons I wanted to look at phasers is because the one I have on my board now is a Behringer vintage phaser, much like this, only single knob, and I feel that it really does sort of suck the tone out of the room. So that's why I'm looking to replace it, and maybe one of these will do the job. This one, however, will not be that one. Okay, let's try this Bluesy. Wow. My bad. It just has a really hard switch press. It definitely does give your Spico a little more rattle. At this setting right here, it's a net neutral. It doesn't change anything at all. And that's with the volume maxed out and the gains at about 11 o'clock. Yeah, no, I don't like it at all. Okay, so in the first round of Phaser and Blues driver, the vintage Phaser and the Bluesy, I really don't like either one of them. They're not particularly bad, they're just not at all great. So in round 2, we're going to look at the VanGolem Phaser and the Tom's Line Blues. Let's start with the Phaser. Okay, width is definitely how much is mixed in. There's no phase at all. And there it comes on strong. Feedback. No. I don't need that. Okay, that's not bad. There's usable stuff in this range. That's the slowest speed. Very disappointed that the speed that's the slowest this phaser will phase. And see, even like an old slow classic kind of rock and roll song, that speed is just not slow enough for anything that I like to play. So no, do not like you. Bad. Okay, now this one I have really high hopes for. This is the Tom's Line Blues ABS-3. Level tone and gain, I'm going to dial it back because I don't know how it kicks off. That's a good switch. I'm not imagining this. There's actually a click for the center position on the level knob. Click, you can feel it. There's one on the tone too. I think it does it. I like this one very, very much. Very, very much. Okay, again, this is the Tom's Line Blues ABS-3. This one good. Very good. The VanGolem Phaser, given that it has no speed that's slow enough for me. Nice looking match pair from the Moval brand. Again, these all came from TEMU. Intensity is a 4-way switch. That's definitely different. That's where I like it, right there. Nothing horrible about this. It's definitely different. This 4-way position intensity switch, I wasn't expecting that. Speed goes from as slow as I need it to be, or as slow as I think anyone would want it to be. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so the Interplanetary Blues Drive. Blues Drive, not driver. Not to be confused with the Boss brand name. We're not going to confuse any of these with this, because these are not this. Okay, I do not dislike the Moval Interplanetary Blues Drive. I don't think it's a bad pedal at all. Just sort of sum it up and give it my final opinions here. So of the 3 phasers that I tried out, this vintage phaser, the Moval VanGolem Phaser, and the Moval Molecule Phaser, in my opinion, this one works, but it's nothing fancy. It's a single knob. Being a single knob phaser, this is definitely not the best one I've ever heard. This is the most inexpensive, and it shows. The VanGolem was a hard fail for me because the speed is not slow enough. Not slow enough at all. Feedback, I could tell what it was doing at a little swirl, and the width was just the mix. Speed, big fail. Went from no, it's almost a constant sound to the human ear because it's so fast. And even at the very slowest, it's still a little too fast for that kind of just a swirl in the background. That's what I love phaser for, is that, well, kind of like a chorus almost, but it's a phaser. And I like that sound, slow in the background. This can't do that. This one, however, the Moval Molecule Phaser, it manages to do everything I want a phaser to do, so I'm going to say this one's okay. Will it replace the one I have on my board currently? I'm not sure. This is a pretty good contender, however, because it does incorporate the mix and the intensity, so you can change up, kind of like my Behringer does, has a swirl. You can click it for a swirl. I guess this is kind of like that swirl knob, only with a few more swirly options. This one's pretty good. I like this one a lot. Over to the blues driver category. First, we looked at the Bluesy. I could find really no redeeming quality for it. Nah. Kind of works. I mean, it's good. Got a switch for stuff, but overall, I was just underwhelmed. It is a heavy-duty pedal. It's probably the heaviest one. Oh, it's way heavier than the full-size ones. Make claims without asserting evidence, so let's see if I was right or not. This one, 200 kilograms. This one, 180 kilograms. This is heavier than this. So there. This by far is my favorite blues driver of the bunch. It's the lightweight at 140. You can tell it's an aluminum, anodized aluminum case. I like everything about that. Again, this one came with the Velcro for both sides, level tone gain. This one is going to replace the one that's on my board currently, Tom's Line Engineering Blues ABS3. Like it a lot. I got this on TEMU. For any of these products, instead of linking individual products, I've created a TEMU store. And it's not a store, it's just a place where I can put links to stuff that I have tried or recommend I'll put a link to my TEMU store down below so you can check that out. Again, these are affiliate links. They help me out with a few pennies here and there, and with the money that I get for that, I can buy these. If you made it this far, I want to tell you about gtoneguitars.com/giveaways, and I give away things that I currently don't use, don't need, or was given to me, and just passing it along. So I'm never going to ask for money for shipping. Go to gtoneguitars.com/giveaway. I like these two. Nothing wrong with this. This one's a good one too. The Interplanetary Blues Drive, it's all right. Bluesy, no. VanGolem Phaser, no. Vintage Phase. So what do you think? Am I totally off base here? I don't, especially with the speed. Oh God, that's still bugging me. Why wouldn't you make this just a little slower? Well, I'd like to thank you for tuning in today and just watching me ramble over these inexpensive pedals that I picked up. Hopefully my experience will save you some frustration and maybe avoiding some things that aren't that good, and maybe pointing you to some things that aren't too bad. These mobile pedals are both good. I like them both, but I really like this mini-size pedal from Tom's Line Engineering. So thank you for tuning in, for clicking on this video, for watching. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you think. I'll take either. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you do that too. That does help kind of drive the YouTube metrics and algorithms in the right direction. So subs are important, I guess, in this YouTube thing. So please subscribe. It helps me out. Just watching the video, though, that's what I appreciate the most. So thank you for that. So until next time, take care of yourself. Enjoy a cheap guitar pedal or two, a blues driver, and a phaser. And we'll see you next time, so take care. Peace.